All right, now that the hair is saturated, we're gonna go ahead and find his recession. The recession is usually the corner of the lineup and the top of the vertical bar. So use that as a reference and just take it all the way back. Everything will literally fall where it's supposed to fall. So you guys can already see this hair wants to go down, this hair wants to go up. So alright guys, now we will be starting with the number 4 guard. All we're gonna do is go ahead and clean up everything before we get in there and start fading. Now we're gonna go ahead and set in our base. I'm gonna set it in about right here. And then I'm gonna follow this line back here. To make sure you have the same line on the other side, make sure you use his eyebrow as a reference point, and then also use your comb to your advantage and just stick it behind here. Now I kind of know on the other side, this guideline has to be the thickness of this comb. Once we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead with our lever open, no guard, and just go up about 1/2 inch. Now we're gonna go ahead and close up our lever and get rid of that bottom line. Now we're gonna go ahead and do it halfway. Close it down 1 notch, back to halfway, still at halfway, and the line is out. Sanel, a fluffy Frenchie. Alright guys, so this is after going with the lever open. I kind of compress it back here a little bit. My guys are way wider over here, but that's because I don't mind keeping this darker, because if I go in too much, then it's gonna look like a mohawk. It's gonna look too skinny back here. So y'all could barely see this line, but we're gonna go ahead and trust the process and go close, halfway, and then it should be out. This is me going close. Now we're gonna go halfway. Remember, stay below the open. Now we're gonna go ahead and tack on our number 1 guard and take it all the way to the corner of his lineup. Mind you, I'm fully open. Still trying to keep that perfect rainbow shape. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and close that. As you guys can see, there's a line right here. Now I'm gonna go halfway. Now I'm 1 away from being fully open. Now before I go in with the 1.5, I like the clip over comb just to see if I could finesse the 1.5 and just get it to blend without using the 1.5. Now I'm gonna go ahead with my 4. Or you could clip over comb this area, but I found that the number 4 usually does the same length as clip over comb, so. Now for this last line, we're gonna go ahead and use that 1.5. Be gentle with this. You're not trying to create another guide. You're kind of just trying to flick out that last bottom line into the number 4. And then gradually close the lever as needed. Right here I'm halfway. Now fully open. Fully open right here, fellas. Halfway. Fully open. Halfway. Fully closed. Nice. Now I'm gonna go ahead and clip over comb all this excess hair over here with the number 1 guard. Check out the angle of the comb. So I'm kind of pulling everything away, not straight up. Now for the shaver, guys, we're gonna go ahead and solidify the baldness going up like this. Then to get rid of that line, we tap down. Okay, now that we solidify the baldness, now we're gonna go ahead and tap down at the line that we might have created. Now go ahead and grab your soft trimmer or sharp trimmer and just go ahead and along those same lines that you stopped, just flick. Use the corner of the blade. All right, now I see too much of darkness right here. So we're gonna go ahead and grab our thinning shears to soften that up a bit. Then any dark spot that you see, you guys can go ahead and lift up the hair and then just hit it like that. First things first, clear out the surface with a number 4. We're gonna go ahead and set in our base. Now 1/2 inch lever open. To remove that bottom line, we're gonna go ahead and close our lever. Now we're gonna go ahead and go halfway to fully remove that line. Now we're gonna go ahead and tack on our half guard, fully open. Go up about the same amount you went up last time. Now to get rid of that, we're gonna go ahead, go closed. Trust the process, go halfway. Now we're gonna go ahead and tack on that 1 guard, fully open. Our reference on the other side was the corner of the lineup, so we're gonna go ahead and take this 1 guard all the way to the corner. Same thing, go ahead and close the 1 guard. Halfway. Guys, we're tacking on that 1.5 and going up about 1/2 inch. Fully open, by the way. Now there's a really solid dark line right here, and what we're gonna do is clip over comb with the 1. Subtle dark line right here, fellas. We're gonna go ahead with our thin and shear over comb. Now last step, going up with the shaver. Now go down. To remove that line we just created. Now get your trimmers and flick out that last faint line using corners. All right guys, for the top of the haircut, he's gonna go ahead and do a slick back, a middle part flowy type of look. His hair naturally parts down the middle, and whenever you're doing these type of cuts, you don't wanna go ahead and forcefully put in that middle part. What I like to do is go saturate the hair and then just comb, literally comb through it. Alex, put your head down a little bit, thank you. As you guys can see, you guys could kind of already see like naturally where the hair wants to part. So sometimes I'll just like mess around with it, comb it, and then just do one of these, and usually like the hair just like naturally splits. So he wants to brush his hair back, right? I'm taking diagonal sections and letting this part be my base, right? All our clipper work that we just did. So I'm gonna go ahead and snip, snip, snip. And I'm bringing all the hair from the top and kind of like using this as a guide, right? So I'm chipping this. So then when I go ahead and I comb the hair, it kind of has like that flow, right? So that's all we're doing here. And the same thing here. I stopped taking my sections like after the ear. So same thing, just pull out. And then my guide from the clipper work. And then just cut. Now for the bangs, what I like to do, I'll come here, I'll brush everything up, right? Make sure everything's neat with the tight side of the comb. And then just go ahead and over direct to all the length that we built up over here. You guys can kind of already see the shortest point right here. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and tilt my fingers at a 45-degree angle and then just go ahead and snip. And now watch when I let go. You get those curtain bangs. So now I don't like to just leave it like that because it's such a blunt look. One technique that you could use is go ahead with the white side of the comb, grab your thinning shears and just 1, 2, and same thing, 1, 2. What that's gonna do is give you like a softer look. And another thing is important to have your client chest level, that way you're not elbows up, because it's harder to stay still like this when your elbows are up. Instead of rather having your client chest level, your elbows tucked in like so, and then just cut in like that. So now for the top, since we did our length down on the sides, when I pull up right here, you guys will probably see like a little corner right here. We're just gonna go ahead and point cut that in. If this gets too bulky, go ahead and run number 6 and then some scissor work back here to connect the bolt to the number 6.